And we begin tonight with devastating news out of North Idaho. The Orofino Fire Department is investigating what they're calling the deadliest fire in the town's history. Now, the house fire broke out around 1:30 this morning at the 200 block of Cedar Street in Orofino. 2 adults and 3 children were killed. KXLY4's Annie Bishop is live in Orofino talking with neighbors who tried their best to save this family. Annie?
And it is certainly a sad, sad day here in Orofino as the community is grieving over the death of 5 people. 2 adults and 3 teens died in this house fire here behind me early this morning. Perhaps the most heartbreaking part of all of it, the fire chief tells me one of those teens celebrating his birthday had a friend over, a slumber party, an overnight stay. That friend died in the fire as well. Now, Kylie, I want to show you the memorial here behind me. It is growing quickly today. We've been here a couple hours. It started out as just 1 bear and a handful of roses. And as you can see, there are several bears and several bouquets of flowers. And I imagine it will continue to grow as the community grieves and comes to grips with this devastating news. Now, the fire started at 1:30 this morning. Neighbors say they heard a loud explosion, then flames. Sam Mayhall heard the explosion and tried to help. In fact, he says he jumped in a shower to douse his clothes with water so he could get to the house, get close to the house as possible to try to help get this family out.
I went and grabbed a rock and I ran over to the window and threw a rock through the window and started yelling, "Get out, get out, get out," as loud as I could, and I was probably like 7 feet from the house.
It was just, they were just shooting everywhere high, and you could tell the whole front of the house, as you can see. Flames were shooting out the back window. They're about 6-8 feet tall, and it was very devastating to watch and see.
And Mike Lee, the Orofino fire chief here, says the fire most likely started on the front porch of the home. He says it appears an extension cord used to plug in an electric barbecue was perhaps overloaded and may have sparked this fire. He says that at this time, it does not appear that there were any working smoke detectors inside the home. Kylie.
Horrific story, Annie. Now, I understand neighbors are mourning, but this has got to be hard on firefighters, too.
Well, it certainly is, because the volunteer fire department here, many of them have kids the same age as the teens who died in this fire. So that, first of all, is making it really hard on those firefighters. But also, this is uncharted territory. The fire chief here tells me that this is the deadliest fire in this town in more than 100 years, and it's looking like it could be the deadliest fire in the entire state of Idaho. So certainly a tough scene to deal with. In fact, those firefighters will be meeting with counselors on Monday. Kylie.
And thank you so much, Annie Bishop, reporting live tonight in Orofino. And be sure to check into KXLY.com for the latest developments on this story. KXLY.com, always on 24/7.